essentially you're doing like a Control Alt Delete reset to your.
Was that defragment? You know, where just everything.
Yeah, everything's just cleaning up.
Nice. Dates, bananas, figs.
Bananas are mentioned in the Quran.
Bananas are mentioned in the Quran. Yes. They ask you about the soul, and say the soul is from the divine, and you've been given little knowledge.
One of the things that made me want to podcast is to speak to people to understand why people do the things they do, and also to understand how people become the people they are. Alrighty.
Noop Theory.
You see the Jalali,
Hells yeah.
so you know what time it is.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We're still in Ramadan.
Check out the drip. His day.
Week 3. Oh man, I don't know if this is the excitement of making it past the first half of Ramadan and knowing that we're closer to Eid, or yeah, it's just good vibes, man. Welcome back, Noop Theory. I think this is like episode 9.
9.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I got a thing for numbers. One of my friends does it, and it's rubbed off on me. 9 is a good one because 9 is 3 threes, and 3 is a perfect number. It's like it's a whole thing, but yeah, 9 is a good one. So this is gonna be a good episode. So
all right, bro.
buckle in, guys.
I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm following your lead.
Nice.
But yeah, welcome back to Noop Theory. I'm Ayman Bedoui.
What I mean?
And today, we got another Ramadan one. I hope y'all been enjoying it. Obviously, after this 4-part Ramadan series, we're going to go back to, unfortunately, we're going to go back to normal life post-Ramadan. So feel free to like contribute some topic ideas, engage with the content, follow us on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We don't post on there much though. We're heavily on TikTok. We're on YouTube, obviously, so subscribe. And yeah, let's get to it.
Let's do it, Ayman.
How's it going, man?
Alhamdulillah. Yeah,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
How's life?
Life is good, man.
How's
You know?
Ramadan?
Love it. You know,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like this is, yeah. I wish it's all
Super.
year. You know,
Seriously.
and you know what? There's nothing stopping you from making it all year.
I mean, it's kind of true, but it's kind of.
But it's like, yeah, like
the
alhamdulillah,
energy, the
yeah.
energy of Ramadan, you just can't control.
You're right,
Like
you're
it's there's really like we go like big fill shayateen.
Yeah,
Something happens when they do that, man.
That's so true, man.
Something really happens when they do that. Like.
Well, you know,
there's-
that's interesting you say that, right? So shayateen, like, yeah, the devils are locked up in Ramadan, but people are still doing bad things in Ramadan, or like people are. So that's the nafs, you know.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yes, that's deep. That's
And
a deep
then,
one.
so in some Islamic traditions, the opposite of the nafs is the ruh. That's how it's.
The opposite of the nafs.
Yeah, because the nafs
So what is
like,
the difference between a nafs and a ruh?
So the ruh is a divine. Like the ruh is like it's from like it's something that's been blown into us from God.
Okay.
Where the nafs is like almost like your animal
Subconscious.
self. You know?
Huh.
Yeah. It's like,
So, دقيقة. عشان just okay, we got real deep real fast.
Yeah.
So, a nafs is a conscious thing.
yeah,
Like it's the conscious within the subconscious, basically, right?
subconscious. Yeah.
It's your subconscious.
Yeah, your subconscious, your ego, your whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it. That's the nafs. Yeah.
طيب, الروح here is a soul,
Yeah.
which is. Are you saying that we can't control the soul?
I don't know if control is the right word.
Yeah, maybe.
You
Or
can
like-
nourish the soul. You can.
you can nourish the soul.
You can nourish the soul. You can, but you can also starve the soul by doing things that are more towards the nafs, towards the self.
I love this kind of conversation. by
Right?
the way.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So you were onto something. The nafs is the opposite of the soul.
Yeah, the nafs is the opposite of the soul. So, so I was reading into it, and apparently it's like one way to just for us to like digest it, for us to make sense, right? So there's the nafs, there's the soul, the ruh, and there's the qalb. Okay,
The heart.
the heart. So yeah, the nafs is like your animal self, and then the ruh is like the divine, and the qalb is kind of like the
Mediator.
what like I guess another word for qalb would be the brain. Like this is what dictates. So your nafs wants to pull you in one way, and the ruh is by its definition, by its divinity, is one way. And then, yeah, I hope this is making sense. I hope I'm trying to.
I mean, the differentiation between them makes sense.
Yeah.
But now my head goes to like, what role does each one play? Like, what role is each one supposed to play? I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest with you. Okay.
Because like, yani, okay, so if we take this a little bit, let's try and like, let's try and come to our own conclusions.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So my subconscious is essentially someone or something inside of me, a version of me that is operating on autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's influenced by my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Fair.
Okay. So what I choose to do with my day-to-day life is what's going to feed or influence my subconscious. And then if, for example, if I wake up every day and I go to the gym and I eat healthy and I bita, when I get an opportunity to not eat healthy, my subconscious is going to tell me, think about this again.
Yeah.
Right? Think
Because
twice.
you've awoke, it's been awakened. Like
Yeah.
It's because it's been trained. Like it's alert.
I've trained it.
You've trained it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
طيب. The soul, الروح,
Yeah.
is divine.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's from a higher power.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
It's not ما حاجة حقتي, حاجة that is ربانية.
It's أمانة ربنا.
أيوة.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. How would you say أمانة ربنا in English? It's Allah's gift to you, or not gift?
Allah's amana. Amana is such a it's such a nice word in Arabic, but I don't know what the English.
Hey, comments. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, yeah. Tell us what an amana is.
Yeah.
But also, isn't amana is like something that you trust a person with.
Yeah, yeah. You've been trusted with the ruh.
So we've been trusted with our souls.
I mean, sure, but also, it will return back. To whoever gave it. Yeah.
Okay, which means it's also not ours.
It's not,
it's not our ownership.
True. But it's almost like a gift given to you in this realm, in this body. It's been given to you. And how do you feed it? How do you nourish it? How do you, how do you? Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, so the nafs is subconscious. الروح. So أنا روحي, I'm going to, or my soul, I'm going to, or I should seek like maybe more spiritual activities in order to nourish it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do not, it's still in me, but it's just dormant.
It's not active. You're not activating it. Yeah, yeah. Wow. And then that leads to, like, for example, there will be somebody who's like a billionaire. And they have all the things in this dunya they can get.
All the material.
But they always feel this like a longness or sadness that comes with it. And that's the malnourishment of the soul, or the ruh. It's your nafs is like,
your nafs is
your nafs is fed real good,
Yeah.
And I guess it goes back to the qalb. So like you get the nafs. So yeah, actually your example of subconscious is great, because like there's a subconscious, but there's also the conscious, and the heart is the conscious part. So that's the one. Yeah. So or the brain, heart is heart and brain are intertwined.
Yeah, subconscious is like, like the thing that I'm not necessarily in control of, but it's kind of like feeding my controlled, what I control, which is my brain. Damn. And then the soul, oh my God. So wait, because I'm getting so far here.
I wish I had that whiteboard explanation. Check this
Yeah,
out.
bro,
There's a Venn diagram.
No, because wait, so if, right, this is a question, open to everyone, question to the floor. If someone's goal is to be happy, just find happiness in life, fulfillment, happiness, waking up and being like, it's a new day, this is beautiful. should they put more effort into training their subconscious, meaning the environments that they're in, their habits, their routine, their this, their that, or should they put more effort into nourishing their soul?
So I think the subconscious, which is so the both the soul and the nafs are subconscious things.
Yes.
Yeah. So you train your subconscious. So I give you the example of like you're تزول في طوكر في السودان, like a rural area, right? You don't really have much in terms of physical, but you're the happiest man in the world.
Yeah.
Because your soul, your ruh is nourished. It's eating good because you're waking up for Fajr, you're praying, you're mindful, you're practicing like gratitude and just like you're taking things for what they are, and you're basically al-aman al-dogladi, you're treating it with the respect it deserves.
As a amana.
So naturally, your mental space, your mental well-being is off the charts. Because how could it not be? You know, like you're not.
But I'm not necessarily in any like, because remember we were talking about discipline a few episodes ago, and like how, if you're disciplined, you achieve your goals, and then if you achieve your goals, naturally there's like a level of fulfillment in that.
Yeah.
But really and truly, that's doing nothing for your soul.
Exactly. I mean, that same discipline could be implemented in, I'm disciplined enough to, I'm going to wake up for Fajr, Salah Fajr for Jama'ah. I'm disciplined enough to make sure that like, I'm actively holding my tongue and not gossiping about anybody. I'm disciplined enough to make sure that like, I am actively doing good to people. I'm holding on to evil thoughts or evil things. You know, you're in control, which is again, it's an exercise. Every day you choose to do it. You can't just assume, because also they say النفس أمارة بالسوء. So your nafs is always likely to lead. It's your animal self.
It might tell you to do some bad things, but your soul won't.
Your soul won't. But again, your soul. It's like, I guess, think about it. It's like this inner. It's the duality of like man too. Like we're just like we have
like your voices, the voices inside you.
Yeah. Does
your soul have a voice though?
I think so, man. Because it's like a. There's always like a, like when I don't know how I think about it. Is like when a good thought comes to me. Like for example, like I'm walking by and I see something and like, oh, I should go and do that. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But that thought that came, I think maybe that's the source of all like your thoughts that are aligned with the divine, or the thoughts that are aligned with the good, right?
But in those moments, what does your nafs tell you?
Keep driving. You know, like I got time for this. Okay.
This is very interesting, by the way, because like I don't know. I'm Aslam, by the way. Like, let me tell you something. Tell everyone, by the way. So like, I'm pretty obsessed with like the way the mind works and the human brain, and like I think I told you this the other day. Like whenever I find time in my life where it's like downtime and maybe I've done a few things where I can afford to like take some time out of everything else, I want to go and do a PhD in psychology. Like I genuinely just want to study humans, humanity, the brain, from a scientific and from a like behavioral perspective. Behavioral more so. Like I'm very interested in the behavioral side of the brain, and how it influences like how you think, how you behave, blah, blah, blah. Which is why these kinds of conversations are like very, very interesting for me, but I haven't put enough time into studying what and why and how. Like I watch a lot of content about it, but not too deep. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched a lot of interviews where they interview like brain scientists, or psychologists, or psychotherapists, or whatever, and the normal things of like
8 in 10 people tend to do this when they're given this.
Or like the nurture versus nature and all of that good stuff, and like how you can put yourself in environments that influence your thoughts and blah, 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 all that. Like that's fine, that's great. But then there's always a deeper layer, which is like the soul and the nafs. And the reason why these are deeper because أي حاجة صراحة like that has a religious context to it, naturally feels like it's deeper.
Yeah, because again, it's just like it's coming from above, right? It's like
Yeah.
and actually, في القرآن, it's like we were talking about it where like astaghfirullah, I don't remember it exactly, but so I don't want to butcher it. But it's like, so I'll just say it in English. It's like, and they ask you about the soul, and say the soul is from the divine, and you've been giving little knowledge.
Mm.
So
You've been given little knowledge about what the soul is.
yeah, so we can't even fathom it. So when you're asking me all these questions, like I don't know, man. You know, like okay,
Yeah, but you're not supposed to know.
But you're yeah,
It's by design
it's
that
by
you
design.
don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you don't know. You don't know. So if it's a voice, if it's a thing, but it's you experience it. We know it's there and we know it's there because there's good in the world. That's how you know it's there.
Yeah.
You know, and because I don't know, but it's yeah.
But you know how some people, like, just from like a very sort of dunyawi perspective, you know how some people, like, they do things and then they come, like, you talk to someone and they'll be like, oh yeah, I did so and so and it really fed my soul.
Yeah.
And usually those things are like charitable deeds.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe some kind of a religious experience where they went to a temple or they went to a mosque or they went to like something that has a religious sort of energy around it, or like they helped an old person cross the road.
Yeah.
Like all of these kinds of things, that's what people usually refer to as like it fed my soul. But no one ever says, oh, I subconsciously just helped this person. I mean, they might.
Yeah,
or
true.
like it fed my subconscious. No one really talks about that. Like no one says something fed their subconscious because it doesn't.
Yeah, because I guess by definition, subconscious is like it's internal. It's only
Yeah.
it's only conscious when you're out there doing it. You know, when like you see the like, it felt good to help that old person because that old person said thank you to me, or I saw how it was when they weren't being helped and how I felt after I helped them. So that made me feel good, but it only felt good because it was external. You know, I mean, like I'm not saying you can't have a full on internal discussion in your head and come out of it feeling good. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you
but,
can.
But like that requires some training. I feel like, you know, like you gotta lock in for that one.
You do, but also it's like, wow, that's internal conversations are so mad, bro.
It is.
Internal
Yeah.
conversations
So
are
when you tell
mad.
me you want to do a psychology PhD, that's great. But like, and I really hope you do because there's so many things. I want to see your findings because
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy, man. Like, I spent so much time thinking about this stuff. Like, it's insane. I don't know why I didn't do it to begin with.
But I don't, do you think you're gonna find anything definitive?
Probably not,
Right.
but it's just context.
Yeah.
Like, I need more context. I'll tell you why. The question that started all of this is I wanted to understand, and I talked about this on like the previous, like when I started podcasting, I was like, one of the things that made me want to podcast is to speak to people to understand why people do the things they do, and also to understand how people become the people they are.
Yeah.
So it's like two. It's like who you are as a person and how that happened, and like psychologically how that happened. But then why people choose to do the things they do. Because all of it is controlled by, all of it is like psychological, right? Like
You're choosing every morning to go and do this and
Right.
do that and do. But then it's a weird concept too because sure it's controlled by psychology, but also like psychology controls you almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, 100%.
Like it goes back to that. Like
100%.
I'm not even like I'm going through the motions. You know?
I don't know.
Yeah. But I'll tell you something interesting. Like when I was trying to figure out what's like this topic on the ruh, the self, the soul, the way the world like the what nourishes the ruh, again just like in Islamic teachings is that dhikr, salah, and basically things that connect you to the divine. You know, so all these things, right? But then all these things are kind of almost by design harder to do because we're just scrolling. We're always busy. We're always things. So you gotta like not only make an active decision to like I'm gonna feed my soul. How would one nourish the soul?
I mean, I guess by doing those things.
Yeah, right. So just divine things are connected to the divine.
Like in دقيقة. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is leading me to a very interesting place. أنا هسي مثلا كويس أنا بصلي بصوم رمضان بحاول أسمع أذكار. I try to listen to like I try to do my أذكار whenever I remember, whether it's after praying or whatever. But I can't, sometimes I just don't feel, like sometimes you don't feel anything. And I don't know if this is for everyone, but like I genuinely sometimes don't feel anything. Is that because of a lack in khushu' مثلا? And how does one become more khushu' in their acts of worship?
I'm just trying to just want to translate khushu'. Khushu' is it's like a deep state of meditation or a deep state of like when you're praying, that's all you're doing. You're just praying. Your thoughts are So it's actually an interesting question, and like one way to go about it. Actually, I thought this was really interesting. It's like, let's say you're about to pray, and قبل ما تبدأ الصلاة is like, okay, why am I praying? Why am I praying? Am I praying عشان الله يغفر لي ذنوبي? Am I praying عشان عايز بركة في يومي? أنا بصلي عشان just like I need a break from my day, you know. It could be for all these reasons, or whatever reason, but just make an active like conscious decision before you start. Okay, I'm praying for this. Okay, this is what I'm praying, and also dua. Allah رزقنا الخشوع. You know, like it's like because that's such an amazing thing to have. And by the way, I'm with you. Like you're right. Sometimes like okay, I'm saying my askar, I'm saying all these things, but maybe there's no instant gratification, but again, we don't know what's going on in the subconscious. Maybe it's actually adding a building block to you that you're gonna need next week.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Or maybe like the way that I think about it is, yani, regardless, this might not be the best way to think about it, to be honest, now that I like think about it introspectively. Like I have to do these things, right? Whether I have a reason for it or not, like you said. And I'm doing it because I know it's the right thing to do, number one. And number two, somehow there are blessings in it which either I will see or I will not see.
Exactly.
Because the blessing could be that I don't do something.
Yeah.
Right? Like
exactly.
The blessing could be that someone that was coming to offer me a job or offer me some kind of opportunity or whatever the case may be, ends up not. That doesn't happen because I'm prayed up and I'm like...
Yeah, it's like there's a shield around you. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I really want to reach that level of like khushu', like real khushu' where praying feels meditative.
Meditative.
I think that's like an ongoing thing.
And it's like you're saying, oh, I want a six-pack. Yeah, like sure, cool.
Go get it then.
Yeah. Like it's not easy. It really isn't, and it requires like constant dedication. And some days are not gonna work. Some days are gonna work. So but that's actually such a beautiful like just lifelong goal to have. And like true khushu' for salah is actually beautiful. And again, there's so many like things because it's actually something I'm very interested about. Because I really want to go like when I want to go into prayer, I almost want to get like transcended. Like that's the goal, right? They tell you like just read super slowly, Quran. Like take your time with every movement. Do it. Sounds like a lot of yoga teachings, okay?
Yeah,
but it's
kind of true though, because Anna, for me, for example, like one of the things that sometimes happens is like I'm thinking of what I've done that day, or like some world
what I gotta do tomorrow, or
whatever, and then I forget which rak'ah I'm on.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm on the second one, third one, fourth one,
that
because for some reason one thought came in the middle of me like reading, and then it just took its own path, and then I forgot.
But you know what?
Which again, actually, sorry not to cut you off, but again, it connects to meditation and yoga. Yeah. Because they tell you to like clear, like quiet the noise.
Quiet the noise.
And then...
And I think how somebody go about doing that is, there's so many ways, but I think one way is, and I thought that was interesting, is like, somebody was telling me, just think of your mind as a river, right? So when a thought comes that you don't want to have that thought right now, but like it's here, don't like try to block it.
Just let it pass.
Yeah, just acknowledge it. Just let it flow through you though. Like okay, cool, nice, sure. Just let it flow. Let it go through you.
You know, it takes a lot of strength to do
It
that.
does. It really does. It really does. But again, it's a six pack. You know, like can you, it's not an overnight. It's not a 1 month. It's not a
Shit. Allah, that's crazy, man. Subhanallah. Allah is. Tell you what though, it does happen to me a lot during Ramadan. Like because I spend more time in the mosque naturally. Not that that's a good thing that I only spend a lot of time in the mosque during Ramadan, but it just happens to be the case. There's something about like a full mosque, a really sort of intense Taraweeh experience or whatever, where you're like locked in, like you're locked in without even needing to try.
It's much easier to like it's the same. Like let's say you're at the gym. It's way easier to work out in the gym than it is to work out at home.
Yeah.
Because you just like the energy's
You're
there.
there.
It's just like it's there. You see
yeah.
people. It's just, I'm gonna get a workout in.
Yeah.
And mosque again. Imagine all these people. And like I always find it so beautiful that all these people, subhanAllah, like everybody here is all asking Allah for so many different things at the same time, and it's just it's amazing.
It's so mad. It's almost like there's like a competitive element to it. By the way, it's almost like where like everyone's trying to compete to get the most blessings, which is obviously it's not the case. Like, and even if you think that is the case, it's beautiful.
Yeah, right. Like we're all geared up here. We're all going, and it's like everybody took a different path to get there, but we're all there. We're all there.
Yeah, some people might be there for the first time. That's fine too.
And that's amazing. And honestly, like that's one of my like favorite things about this deen, because like you're literally, I could be standing next to a hafiz and it's my first like time going into a mosque, but we're all like in that same line. We're all behind that same guy, and just like it's amazing.
Exactly, yeah, man. And like some people might have like had such a life full of sin, like just before that specific prayer that we were all there together, and like this is the start of like a whole new life for them. Like it's insane, bro. It's actually crazy. But yeah, feeding the soul, man, guys. If there's genuinely anything that it's not even advice, bro. At this time, it's like me talking to myself almost. I really do want to feed my soul more. Yeah, and Jed, I feel like that's something that's lacking.
Yeah, and you know what, I'm a man. Like that's actually it's a good thing to put out there, because imagine you do something every day that actually feeds you, that like this sole purpose is to feed your soul. You know, imagine you do that thing 5 times a day. You know, but you're doing so actually. Yeah, I'm trying to feed, because
maybe that will be my reason.
That's it's a good
like
one.
Before I pray, I'm just trying to feed my soul. That's it. Just trying to nourish the soul out here.
Just gotta get a nice ripped soul.
Six pack. All right. في موضوع تاني, there's another topic that we wanted to touch on before Ramadan is out. Because I mentioned that like I started doing fasting for like a few months now, and not even like Islamic type of fasting from like sunrise to sunset, but I was doing fasting like 24 hours, 72-hour water fasts, whatever, 36-hour fasts to reset the system, blah blah blah, and I was doing it to lose weight. Alhamdulillah, it worked wonders. But I know there's also like a lot of like medical. There's a lot of medical benefits to Ramadan and fasting, and like all of the whole routine of Ramadan.
I mean, the fasting one it's evident. You're in control, and also you did a 24-hour fast. What was the longest one you did so far?
So far, the longest one is more than 72. It's like 80 something hours of just water.
It's amazing, by the way. That's crazy to me. But yeah, the clarity you felt how
crazy, insane. You're not, because so basically when you're fasting, or the fasts that I do outside of Ramadan, it's like you can drink black coffee, you can drink herbal teas, and you can drink water. But like you said, like the clarity is insane. The self-control is wild, because like day 2, like around that 40th hour, 30 to 40 hours, hunger strikes.
Okay.
Like hunger really strikes.
Okay.
And like hunger strikes in a nasty way where it's like cravings and like you feel it.
Okay.
Like khalas, and you start thinking about everything. And on my TikTok is full of like food pages as well. So, but then it's
You were,
like a
torturing
conscious,
yourself, yeah.
yeah. But then you have to make like a conscious decision to be like, all right, this is gonna pass. It's cool. Chill out. Maximum 30, 45 minutes. It's a window. Hunger is a window. If you manage to like let it pass and like engage in something else, تشغل بالك يعني, you just like occupy yourself with something else, it'll pass and then
Nice.
just keep going.
Yeah. So.
But like self-control, mental clarity, obviously the physical benefits of like just resetting your system, and there's the things that happen of like your dead cells kind of are removed.
Yeah.
Your body starts generating new cells. Like all of these benefits, like essentially you're doing like a control alt delete reset to your
Was that
system.
defragment? You know, or just everything.
Yeah, everything's just cleaning up.
Nice.
Like, so it's sick, man. It's يعني if nothing else, if you're doing it for nothing else, ما لازم شفت الروح, nourishing the soul and nourishing this and nourishing that. If you're doing it, if you don't want to do any of those things, there's literally like just health benefits that come from fasting.
Okay, so just talking about cool medical things or relevant medical things that are mentioned in the Quran. There's a few. Actually, we did a series last year on our work account, and it was like foods that were mentioned in the Quran, and then all the health benefits for them.
Oh,
and
wow,
honestly,
nice.
like it was really cool because like
This is dope.
because like I learned a lot, you know. So there were dates, bananas, figs.
Bananas are mentioned in the Quran.
Bananas are mentioned in the Quran. Yeah, it's called الطلح, شجرة الطلح. Yeah, so that's bananas. I didn't know that. Yeah. And then grapes, and then it even mentions like the way you should consume food. So for example, it would say like, okay, we gave them fruits and bird meat, and they tell you like if you're eating fruits before a meal is actually good for you, you know. But
I wonder why. Fiber.
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right?
Wow. So you're supposed to have the fruits before you eat.
Yeah.
And then you have the meal.
Yeah. Right?
Wallah, we're doing it all wrong.
And what's sad is that it was always it's been there.
It's right there for you. You just read the book.
There was a really cool thing I found out about too. So Sayyidina Yunus, I wish I know the name in English for Sayyidina Yunus, but I don't. Okay, anyway. So Sayyidina Yunus.
Jonas?
Maybe. So he was in the belly of the whale. Okay. And then there were burns because of the acid of the stomach of the
whale.
Okay. So when he got out of it, and then the ayah said something about pumpkin tree, like we made a pumpkin tree. So they found out recently that pumpkin skin or pumpkin seeds or whatever actually really good for treating burns. You know, it has a regenerative factor in it, antioxidant, whatever. It has a thing. It cures burns.
Pumpkin.
Yeah. Like the skin or the seed, whatever, something in the pumpkin. Yeah. So I thought that was super cool. Yeah.
Because it's alkaline.
I'm not sure about the inner works of the pumpkin.
Wait. They used it in the story. They used it to do what for Sayyidina Yunus?
So it's like after he was spit out, it was to treat his burns.
To treat the acid burns.
Yeah.
They used.
Yeah.
SubhanAllah, that's amazing.
Right?
Wow.
And it's something that's been discovered in the past couple of years. That like we can use these pumpkins to treat burns.
What kind of? This is very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go look into this. Pumpkins, you know, that's crazy. I've never seen pumpkins used in any of like obviously cosmetics and stuff is like a whole industry now.
Yeah, but no,
I've never seen anything that's like.
I guess because it's like medical, you know, it's like a medical. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. طيب, what else? Medical.
There's actually plenty. So actually, Surah Al-Kahf, right? We were talking about that last episode. Surah Al-Kahf, the story of the boys that were in the cave. It also mentions that like they would rotate, like turn them to the right and to the left, and that's actually like a very
turn the cave.
Turn the people where they were asleep, because they were asleep for like 300 years.
Oh wow.
We turn them to the right and to the left, and that's also like an ICU protocol that's being used now. For the people that can't move, you turn them to the right and to the left.
So that they don't
get bed sores, circulation, all that stuff. Yeah.
Subhanallah. Wow.
All right, I'll tell you one more.
Mhm.
Breastfeeding. So it's recommended that you breastfeed your kids for 2 years.
2 years.
Up to 2 years. That's the gold standard.
No way.
Yeah.
2 years is a
As
long
per
time. though.
the WHO. That's the new, because that's big formula pushing. That's my theory.
Oh,
right?
yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
They're just trying to push that formula.
Nah, I think my son was breastfed for like, I think a year.
Yeah.
Close to a year. Just under a year.
So yeah, 2 years. That's what the WHO recommends.
Wow.
And yeah, and in the Quran it says, breastfeed them for 2 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why? Is there like a wisdom to that?
So I guess the medical aspect of it is that 2 years is for the immunity. You get your immune system. And there's some psychological benefits to it as well.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Very
SubhanAllah, man,
interesting.
you know?
That's crazy, man. Wallah, this was great. Honestly, I think we're gonna have to do like these connections between like things that are mentioned in Deen and how they connect to like our day-to-day life. Whether it's I like the fact that we did this during Ramadan.
Yeah.
Because it's
But
relevant.
yeah, this should be an ongoing thing, right?
100%.
And you know what's cool is that they're always finding new things, and then
Yeah,
like
and connecting them.
and then shout out to all the people out there on Instagram, just like all these
facts.
researchers. Honestly, like
Facts.
they're on there. They're on there on the front of the science, and then just like they know it's been so like yeah, it's beautiful.
I love it, man. Speaking of, I did remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking about the social media account, the Ramadan.
Oh, nice, the burner, Ramadan
The
burner.
Ramadan burner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, I'll follow you on the Ramadan burner
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
on my burner.
Anyone, by the way, this is a great tip. I wish we said this at the beginning of Ramadan. Anyone who's trying to like avoid injuring, بيقول لك يجرح الصيام, so injuring their fast during Ramadan, by just like scrolling social media, which is a natural thing that you're gonna do. I made a Ramadan burner where I only follow like wholesome content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, based on your recommendation or your wife's recommendation, actually. But yeah, great hack. All right, that was 3 out of 4. Man, I can't believe the next one we're gonna be saying like
Eid Mubarak and all
Eid
that, right?
Mubarak and all that good stuff. Shit. And we have a surprise guest, inshallah. Hopefully, if we can get him. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this.
Thank you guys, and subscribe and all that good stuff, you know.
Yeah, man. Share fil khair. Next episode is gonna be the episode 10.
Nice.
So we may take a short hiatus after that and then come back, but hopefully not too long. Maximum 1 week. 1 week, 2 weeks. I don't even know if we should stop. Bro.
Yeah, as long as I can keep it up, you know.
I'm good to keep going. I'm good to keep going. Maybe we won't take a break. See, this is the beauty of doing your own thing. You can choose what to do. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
Stay Noopy.